Stoneforge and Jace out, these decks may actually start showing up even sooner. Even, you know, I mean, these little tiny bits of Birthing Pod and Tempered Steel that we're seeing may start to
yeah, I mean,
kind of thrive. Mono black decks, things like that.
No matter what ends up happening, as long as on Monday of next week, that there's some, like, you know, 9 days from now, as long as there's some announcement that actually puts a dagger in Callblade, like a real dagger, and stops people from just playing Callblade all the time, I think an awful lot of these decks are going to start emerging a little bit more, you know? Because, I mean, you see people want to play other stuff. People want to fight back. Whatever ends up happening, as long as it hurts Callblade, then somebody's going to benefit, you know?
Right.
All right, so going into Game 3, this time Brian is on the play. Seems very important in this particular matchup, trying to get that tempo advantage. You know, because if you can get Jason to have to react each turn by playing a burn spell to get rid of your creature each turn, then Jason isn't advancing his board with more creatures. Both players deciding whether or not to take a mulligan. Looks like they're both going to keep. Stirring Wildwood. Brian leads with Stirring Wildwood, and once again the Goblin Guide. That's the opening that they're looking for.
Is that
That's a Bone Horde on top of Brian Boss's deck.
Players, we are still trying to fill the last $10
Now this is really what Jason's trying to do. He wants to get that Goblin Guide on turn 1, and now Boss is going to play a creature each turn. Jason just wants to burn that creature each turn, and just have the Goblin Guide get in for 10 damage over the next few turns.
Yeah. Very likely if he's got the burn.
2 spots in a $10 draft. 2 spots in a $10 draft.
Probably going to play some Moto after this round.
So Stoneforge Mystic, finding as always the Batterskull. The nice thing about finding the Batterskull here is that even though you know the Stoneforge is almost surely going to die, at least you have a Baneslayer Angel later, you know?
Yeah.
Jason deciding how to finish off the Stoneforge Mystic. Looks like he decides to Burst Lightning it and commit another creature to the board. Definitely a strong sequence. He's still got a couple more burn spells in his hand, but it looks like they're Arc Trails, which is that an Arc Trail and an Ember Hauler, or 2 Arc Trails? Either way, he's not going to be able to deal with fatties, you know?
Yeah, I think it'll be Arc Trail, Ember Hauler.
And he's dropped it, so Brian drops a Sylvok Replica right now, and gets an extra land off the Goblin Guide. The thing is, next turn, I mean, it depends on if he has a land that's untapped, but he could potentially, I mean, he's going to drop another creature next turn, and then he's going to drop a Batterskull.
We've got one final spot to fill up for the $10.
I don't know if Jason's got enough going on yet. Jason's got too many lands.
Yeah, again, he looks kind of a little bit flooded. Like he did.
So he drops Ember Hauler. At least he's committing even more power to the table. So it does look like Boss has 5 land, but the 2 in his hand are both Scars lands.
Yeah.
So he's going to be a little slow on the draw here. Although he does play a Bird of Paradise, which is going to eat a tiny fragment of Arc Trail or Spikeshot Elder.
Yeah.
It's interesting how little Sylvok Replica is doing right now. I'm kind of surprised that it stayed in.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, what is that there for? And is it just
and it's another Goblin Guy. That's the best thing he could draw right here. With both Burst Lightning and Arc Trail in his hand, I'm definitely liking Jason's position. Ooh, Arc Trail on the top. That's definitely what Ryan wanted to see.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if he's got enough of a life buffer. He's definitely going to have to lose his Sylvok Replica here. Now, most likely, Jason's going to just Arc Trail the Replica and the Bird rather than Spike Shot, just to make sure, you know, he just wants to get the tempo advantage. He wants to make sure the Bird stays off the table to try to prevent the, oh, that'd be so greedy if he tries to Spike Shot here. He's got to Arc Trail, and he does. He Arc Trails the Replica and the Bird of Paradise, which puts Boss behind 2 Goblin Guides and Ember Hauler with the land open and a Spike Shot Elder, and he doesn't have the 5th land untapped, so the Batterskull isn't coming down this turn.
Why not Arc Trail before combat? You know, just to clear the guys out of the way.
No, it didn't matter. It doesn't clear them out of the way. It's a Replica, which is a 1/3.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It's a 1/3. That's what I was thinking.
All right, so Brian in the tank. He's almost surely going to. I mean, I guess it depends on what other things. He did the little count, see if his Bone Horde's big enough. So his options are pretty much Does he have? I mean, what does he have to complement his arc trail? I mean, the arc trail, definitely a nice, a nice one at the moment. But does he have a 2-drop? Seems like he would snap do that if he actually had a 2-drop.
Right.
Just drop the 2-drop in the arc trail.
Seems like his only play is...
Oh, he has a mountain.
Okay.
Oh, he does. He's been
yeah.
holding a land so that he could drop the Batterskull on turn 5. Question is it enough?
Attention
Looks like he
players,
decides it's his best play.
number 5.
Drops the Batterskull, he's
Please
at 10 life, crosses his fingers.
Aaron is going to get you started.
Now, Jason just needs a land here, and he draws it. He's going to burst lightning the Batterskull, and it's going to be real bad news for Brian.
Carnage, yeah.
Yeah, Jason's last spell is the burst lightning, which does the critical 4 damage. That is definitely, he was hoping to draw. Gets in for 7. Couple Goblin Guide triggers. Couple Goblin Guide triggers.
Yeah.
Okay. Jason points it out. 1
Also,
hits a
Magic
land.
players, I need Eric
2 hits a land.
Gabriel Mapping.
So he really needs to draw an Obstinate Bailoff next turn.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he could...
An Obstinate Bailoff, he'd be right back in.
Right besides the Bailoff, but it's a Vengine.
Okay, so he's at like, what, 3 life? So he's going to Arc Trail the Emberhauler and the Spike Shot Elder?
Yeah.
Alright, and now if he plays a Vengevine, at least he's not dead to the board. And then if he somehow, like if Jason just draws a land, next turn he can equip his Vengevine with a Batterskull.
Yeah.
Get busy.
Get right back
And that's
in
a
it.
plan. Or a Bonehorde, sure. Bonehorde works as well. Even better. He needs Jason to draw land so bad right here. Is that Dismember? It is Dismember. Bonehorde is not big enough. Offers the hand. Wow. What a red mage.
Wow, yeah.
And I guess that's it. So
was,
Jason Bulkowski draws the removal spell, pumps the fist after extending the hand, in a move generally not seen in the American leagues, but I guess he's just very excited because I mean that was a very hard-fought battle. You know,
yeah,
he
that
played
was,
well.
that was very interesting. Like just to see the guys
Attention,
trying to battle back and forth.
Nash Schaffner and Kenny Sneed. To the secretary, please. Your booster draft is
As soon as
waiting
that
on you.
finishes,